to the Auction Marketing Overview. This guide will cover the importance of marketing your auction website and a recommended timeline, how to update signage, listing services, and marketing collateral with auction information, and recommended online advertising and email campaigns that you can use to promote your auction. You can download a sample timeline, signage, and materials, as well as online marketing recommendations from the Auction Point Learning Center. First of all, marketing your auction website is absolutely essential to your success. Specifically, this means marketing the auction website address. For example, www.auctionpoint.com/123 Main Street or ctcommercial.com/Brookline. No one will even know about your auction until you market it. Your goal? Drive the highest possible number of potential buyers to the auction website. The more visitors you have, the more bidders you'll have at the auction, and the higher price you'll obtain for your client. And as a broker, you know best how to market your listings. All you need to do is apply the same thinking and execution to your auction. You'll first identify the target audience. For example, whether the potential buyer is an owner-user, an investor, and whether they are local, national, or even international. Then you'll identify the appropriate tools to reach your target audience, including listing services, signage, flyers, emails, and online advertising. In terms of advertising, we've found that online marketing is typically more efficient and effective than traditional print. In fact, email blasts to brokers' proprietary databases are most often where buyers are found. And another tip, call every broker with a sign on a property within a 3-mile radius of the property you're auctioning. We've had clients find their buyer this way as well. Once you've identified your target and the components of your marketing plan, you'll want to put together a timeline that you can share with your client. This is a sample timeline which highlights that for a commercial property auction, you should allow approximately 5 weeks from the day the auction launches to auction day. As you can see, this plan includes creating signage, updating listing services, developing flyers, sending email blasts, and doing online advertising. Take some time developing your own timeline and sharing it with your client. Time and again, we've heard from brokers that their clients really appreciate seeing this level of detail. Now that you have your auction marketing plan and timeline, let's talk about how to present your auction. First, signage. Signage needs to be big and bold. Assuming you're able to use signage on the property, you need to highlight that the property is being sold via online auction, and if you have a compelling modifier, for example, if it's a lender-forced online auction, an absolute auction, or a bank-owned auction, be sure to include that. Second, you need to highlight the auction website address and always include the www in front of the website address so that people understand right away that it is in fact a website address. Now, let's review updating your listing services. This is a LoopNet listing. You'd incorporate the same information on all of the listing services you use: LoopNet, CoStar, Property Line, and any others. The key information you need to capture is online auction, again with any compelling modifier, the website address, the date and time of the auction, and the auction starting bid. You can express the auction starting bid as the total price or the price per square foot based on whichever is most compelling. Now let's discuss your flyers and email blasts. In terms of both printed flyers and email blasts, the same rule of thumb applies. The headline should be online auction with a compelling modifier. You'll include the website address and be sure that address is featured prominently, your starting bid, and the date and time of your auction. Get emails out to your database and flyers out in the relevant local area as soon as your auction site is live. Finally, in addition to sending out email blasts to your proprietary database, you should use any third-party email services that you've found to be effective in the past. Whether it's Property Campaign, Property Blast, CMail, or LoopNet Hot Properties or Auction Properties bulletins. Anything that you've used that helps you find and pull in potential buyers for your listings, you should use with your auction. So to close, you should market, market, market in order to get the highest possible price in the shortest possible time frame for your client. Be sure to go to the Auction Point Learning Center to download a sample timeline and materials, as well as a list of recommended third-party email services and online advertising. Thank you, and best of luck with your auction.